Hi, my name is Gabby. I'm Jasmine.
I'm Richard. And I'm Victor.
And for our project, we decided to do more about homelessness. So raise your hand if you have ever been walking on State Street and you have walked past an individual or several individuals who are homeless. According to a point in time count, the number of homeless people countywide is 1,803 and in 2019 compared to 1,816 2 years ago, which basically has not had a drastic change. Being a local and seeing all of the homeless, it brings a lot of assumptions as well as questions as to why there are so many. Many say the numbers are decreasing, but Santa Barbara County is still the center of the highest population of those who are homeless. More seek refuge in public spaces such as beaches, the mall, underpasses, instead of actually going to seek refuge in the shelters. That's why the number is so low. Our group mission was to get a better understanding of what it is like to be homeless in Santa Barbara. So we decided to choose to volunteer at a homeless/transition center located in Santa Barbara. And we also wanted to get our own perspective and to provide help.
So we're going to explain we went to volunteer with, what our group goals were, and who the organization serves, as well as our own experiences, and how that benefited us and what we learned. And up to Richard.
We volunteered for PATH, which stands for People Assisting the Homeless. Established in December of 1983, fueled by the want to help with the homelessness crisis that was continuous and increasing. PATH first began distributing food, clothing, but over time noticed housing increasingly was the biggest issue. Provide medical and mental health care, employment, training, and benefit advisory, the mission statement to end homelessness for individuals, families, and communities. In July of 2015, Casa Esperanza Homeless Shelter merged with PATH. What we did was work in the kitchen to cook and provide food prep for the lunch and dinner transition. Each of us explained our specific roles. As group members, we benefited from the experience by all contributing together. Our first time as a group under the leadership of someone else outside the class. As community service members, we noticed local bakeries as well as Trader Joe's volunteered at PATH and donated food. Benefits and experience of gaining the experience to let others know to volunteer to help out, as well as what we can do to contribute more. Any downfalls? Really, the only downfall that we had was trying to get a hold of the volunteer and coordinator and any other PATH members as well too. And now I'm going to continue on with Jasmine.
So I'm going to talk about the summary of what our group learned about. In terms of small group communication, we all had a common goal of helping those who are homeless and gaining insight of what goes on inside. We used some learning as a societal approach. We used service learning as a societal approach to homelessness in Santa Barbara. We also used small group communication, such as decision making and leadership, to give us the experience as volunteers. Working in groups as a result of this assignment is that communication is crucial in order for a group to learn a common goal. We learned about planning as well as being punctual. We also learned, and acknowledged the underrepresented volunteers within the community. It proved we could apply concepts from this class in a constructional way that we are successful in an outside of school setting. Leadership we complied to the rules and demands of someone else who is a leadership role outside of the class as a group. Decision making. We had to decide where to volunteer first and what our roles were individually and as a group, where and to adhere to the rules the chef asked of
us. So the next part we're going to talk about is the connection between our issue and volunteer work. So according to the mission of PATH, it is to end homelessness for individuals, families, and communities. And PATH envisions a world where every person has a home. So PATH is a place to provide and find housing for those who need it. But our specific role as volunteers was just to help prep and cook food in the kitchen, so we didn't actually provide the housing. Some things we did learn based on the experience was that most of the people used to live very successful lives, but sadly, like certain events happen and then change the course of their life in just an instant, which could also really lead to self-destruction and other things as well. Some outside research we did was look into safe parking of Santa Barbara, which is a resource program that provides parking lots that are monitored for those who are homeless and live in their car to not have to worry about their own safety. A reason why we should care about this issue is because homeless can happen to anybody. It could even happen to you at any given time, no matter what point in your life that you are in. Especially as students, it's very common to experience homelessness and be scared to not have the money for rent or to not be food secure as well. Some things you can do to help are just to volunteer whenever you get a chance. Raise awareness to others around you. Don't make judgments, and also be open to helping.
So throughout this presentation, we have discussed the program PATH and the importance of being established in Santa Barbara, as well as the importance of volunteering. And we gained and learned what the volunteering work consisted of and why it is so crucial to care about the issues ongoing in your community. And through this project, you were able to gain a first-hand experience on what it is like to be a homeless, as well as the experience of volunteering at a homeless center. And for my closing statement, being mindful of judgments you make on those who have no home. It could be you. Don't make assumptions. You don't know their story, and just be kind. And it's easier to be nice than to pass through a judgment.
Thank you.